Hey everyone. Thanks for being here. My name is Joy. And I'd like to share a little message, story, and poem with you today. A few years ago, I was going through a really difficult time and was seeing a counselor and was having a little bit of trouble connecting to other people, to the world, and to why things happen. And he introduced me to an amazing, incredible poet named Mary Oliver. And I wanted to share a little bit about her and a little bit of her work with you today. What really connected me to Mary Oliver was, I guess, and is her uniquely concise yet beautiful and original way of describing the world that she saw. She wrote a lot about nature, about birds, and about dogs. And if you know anything about me, Mother Earth is kind of one of my major inspirations, and birds have inspired me since I was a child to connect and to soar. And of course, the amazing dogs that are our companions and how they maybe actually would see the world. So she resonated with me a lot. And unfortunately, she passed in January 2019. And at the time, she was completely my inspiration for the numerous yoga classes. And I felt like today would be a good time to share one of my favorite poems with you. During this time, I've talked with a lot of people about what we do and what we don't have control over. And time again, as things get difficult and as I get confused in life, one of Mary Oliver's poems always comes back to me. And so I figured I would share that with you today. So the poem is called In Blackwater Woods, and it is, of course, by Mary Oliver. And it goes like this. Look, the trees are turning their own bodies into pillars of light, are giving off the rich fragrance of cinnamon and fulfillment. The long tapers of cattails are bursting and floating away over the blue shoulders of the ponds. And every pond, no matter what its name is nameless now. Every year, everything I have ever learned in my lifetime leads back to this, the fires in the black river of loss, whose other side is salvation, whose meaning none of us will ever know. To live in this world, you must be able to do three things. To love what is mortal, to hold it against your bones, knowing your own life depends on it, and when the time comes to let it go. To let it go. I get shivers every time I read that. Let me read that ending to you again. It is one of the most powerful ways that I've ever heard it put. To live in this world, you must be able to do three things. To love what is mortal, to hold it against your bones, knowing your own life depends on it, and when the time comes, to let it go. To let it go. And so right now, as we are trying to figure out our next steps in each of our lives, in our family and friends' lives, I invite you to maybe investigate Mary Oliver, to investigate this idea of being able to love something, being able to let it go, being able to be present with what is here. Thanks so much for being here. Talk to you soon.